I was going to sing a song to you, but the only thing that I can think of to say to someone is don't give up. That's about all I can think of to say to you. Don't give up. I know that sometimes you can look around yourself and life can seem so interesting and not what you thought it would be. But I want to say to you that trauma is real, that dealing with narcissistic abuse and all those other things that people unnecessarily go through because someone doesn't value their worth is very real, and that I need the person who has gone through those things, who has been questioning their value, their worth, their decisions, their choices. I really need you to find a way to give yourself some grace. I also need you to find a way to look for a community that is going to support you, that is going to love you, that is going to help you. Because sometimes when you're in that fight or flight mode, it's almost like you're doing things. But when you look back a month, even a year, you look and you say, where have I been? I know I've been doing things, but it hasn't added up to what you believed it could have. And you almost feel like you're in the same space. So, I need you to give yourself some grace. I need you to understand that what happened to you was very real. I need you not to continuously blame yourself for what happened, because I don't want you to be stuck in a state of blame. That doesn't feel good. That's condemnation. I need you to find ways to sit down and to start to look at what it was that you wanted to do, where you could have been, the gifts that you could have used, or all of those things, and start to sit down and say, how can I move forward? Now, moving forward, of course, I'm a woman of faith. I'm always going to say, start with God. But God also uses people. So I don't want you to be in a space where you isolate and just keep saying it's just going to be me and God because you feel like you can't trust anyone else. I don't want you to stay there. I want you to allow yourself the freedom to say someone will respect me, someone will help, they will love the same way that you have helped others, because you have. I know you have. So find that community of support. Start to find ways to forgive yourself and to forgive the person who wounded and who hurt you, because I don't want you to have poison inside of your heart, and the enemy loves it when you are unforgiving or when you're offensive or you just want to get them, because I know what that feels like too. But I also know what it feels like when I went through those things for God to literally say to me, forgive them, let that go, because it's a burden that you can't carry and that you don't need to carry by yourself. I also want you to start to look at what you can do for yourself, even if it's something really small, to show that you love you. Okay? I know when people leave and it's like, oh my gosh, they don't care. But you have to love yourself. What can you do? Even if it's something small, write a letter to yourself. You are special, write a letter to yourself about the value that you have on the inside. I love to say they didn't know you were a diamond. I said that to my daughter the other day. Baby, don't worry about those friends that treat you according to whatever circumstances. Realize that they don't know that you're a diamond. And yes, the diamond is cold first, but then it becomes something so beautiful. So don't despise what you've been through, although it hurts. Realize that trauma can't stop you. Give yourself the freedom to get the help that you need. And even if temporarily you have to go and get help from some of the places you thought you never would, just know that it's only temporary. But do not allow yourself to get help from a place that's going to step on you, make fun of your vulnerability, try to use you and all of that stuff. No, you're valuable. You don't need that sugar daddy who's gonna be like, hey, give me some of that for some of this. No, that's not love. That's abuse. Okay? You deserve so much better than that. So it's time to get up. Because God has a purpose for everyone's life. He does. He's got a purpose. And even if you don't know what that purpose is right now, sometimes your purpose is tied into the very thing that caused you shame, that hurt you, that wounded you, because you will have more empathy than another